Welcome to Lisa's crazy adventure. Called Lisa while pressing sheets, only to find nothing under blanket. Fourth morning already. Her brother's walkie-talkie signaled urgently, telling her to rush downstairs for something big. Lisa ran out to see. Dad was furious at Mom, suspecting her of stealing the spark plugs from the car. What a crazy family drama, right? Things were getting wilder today. Someone rang the doorbell outside. Lisa worried, not wanting Mom to open. But Mom felt it rude not to. When the door opened, a scary-looking old man said he was from the phone company to check lines. This sounds like the beginning of a horror movie. Lisa thought to herself that this guy looked like a hole, standing there staring at the mess downstairs, thinking, we're doomed. The old man suggested going upstairs to check the phone line, while Mom tidied up the shards Dad just broke. So Lisa had no choice but to tag along. But she found the old man wasn't checking the line at all. Instead, he headed straight for her room. Lisa's heart skipped a beat with something off. Lisa replied it had been about a week, though she wasn't sure, and tried to ask the old man what on earth was going on. But the old man said that wasn't her place to ask. If she hears someone calling her, don't get involved or serious trouble would follow. Lisa pondered over his words, starting to suspect if this guy was saying that maybe they were already gone. At dinner time, Dad wasn't smoking, and Mom said he was doing it for their health, that he never smoked. Lisa was totally confused. Well, he had a smoke after dinner yesterday, and today he's preaching about how smoking is bad for health. Talk about a quick turnaround. They almost ended up at the divorce office during the day, and now it's like nothing ever happened. What a soap opera pace. Mom didn't get her issues and asked why her clothes were missing. Lisa couldn't take it anymore and wanted to bike away madly. But no matter which way Lisa rode, she always ended up back at the front door, as if trapped in an infinite loop. So she pulled out the Ouija board to have a good chat, saying she shouldn't have just run away yesterday. She was too scared. She realized the other party was alive, and she was the one dead, deciding to uncover the truth about her death and the family's secrets. But this time, the Ouija board was totally unresponsive. Back in her room, Lisa found a mysterious girl lying on her bed. She nudged her gently, and the girl woke up, asking Lisa for help. And just like that, the room started to change. Outside, someone called the girl's name Olivia. She told Lisa that as the door opened, everything went back to normal. Next day, Lisa was woken up in a similar way by her brother. Remembering yesterday's events, she decided to check under the floorboards. Sure enough, there was a hole in the floor, with an album inside chronicling a girl's disappearance case from as far back as 1953. Missing girls were all about her age, and the last known crime was in 1972, with no suspects caught to this day. Inside the album was a key. Lisa thought it must be for that secret door behind the washing machine, and turns out she was right. Opening the secret door, she found a flooded passageway with glass bottles and shiny necklaces. At the end, she discovered an iron door with someone behind it calling for Lisa's help. But just then, the room suddenly ignited. The girl disappeared in the fire, and Lisa quickly backed out, pondering what had just occurred during dinner. She wondered if that room was the place where the missing girls had been held captive. Just then, the phone rang at home. Dad picked it up and said it was a teacher from school who wanted to talk to Lisa. Lisa picked up the phone only to hear the old man's voice again, threatening her not to get involved. Now, she felt the pressure. Turning around, she noticed someone new at the table, her brother's imaginary friend, Edgar. But he looked kind of strange. It seemed only Lisa could see him, everyone else was oblivious. Edgar spoke in an old man's voice, saying, "Only I decide who can see whom," he said. Then he sped up the flow of time, and Lisa's family began to transform dramatically. In a minute, they went from alive to nothing but mummified remains. Lisa felt utterly helpless. This when Lisa didn't know what to do, everything returned to normal. Until she got back to her room and heard a voice calling her. This time, Lisa didn't want to get involved because she didn't want to see her family disappear again, so she whispered, "Don't come looking for me, I don't want to lose my family. Also, don't interfere anymore." However, she heard water running from the bathroom. She found the faucet on, turned it off, and saw Olivia. She could only see Olivia in the mirror. Following the mirror's angle, Lisa reached out, and Olivia seemed to mimic her gesture. With this gentle touch, Lisa fused into Olivia's body, feeling like home had returned. On the table lay a newspaper from 1958 detailing a gas poisoning case involving a family of 4. What a strange coincidence. Olivia's family was also 4, sister downstairs gaming, Mom cooking breakfast, Dad fixing the car in the garage. Dad was odd and liked to smoke. Spotting his daughter in the garage, he yelled for her to return to her room. Then he shouted at Lisa to get out, zapping her back to her own world. After waking up, Lisa asked Dad about the spark plug, but he said it wasn't the spark plug, it was the valve problems. Dad told her to rest well and not to delay tomorrow's birthday. Lisa felt a warm comfort inside her. This was important. Once Dad left, Lisa wanted to reach out to Olivia again when suddenly her brother's voice crackled through the walkie-talkie. Her brother informed Lisa that Edgar was mad and didn't want her involved, adding that he found treasure in this secret cave. Worried for his safety, he went to the room in the basement where the iron door had opened before.